Well, the First Lady taking some heat for remarks she made to People magazine, suggesting Jane Fonda is the kind of woman she might want to live or look like when she, Michelle Obama, reaches the age of 70 or 80. She calls Ms. Fonda a, quote, beautiful, engaged, politically savvy, sharp woman. But for some folks, this is the image of Ms. Fonda that lives on. Joining me now to discuss it, Richard Fowler, host of The Richard Fowler Show, Mercedes Colwin, who's a Fox News legal analyst and criminal defense attorney, and David Webb, who is co-founder of Tea Party 365, a Fox News contributor and a radio talk show host. So this is the magazine. By the way, Trista and Ryan are still together and now have two beautiful children, just in case you were wondering. Bachelor fans. But Michelle Obama is in this article saying Jane Fonda is politically savvy. What do you make of it?
Oh, I've got to take a deep breath on this one. Why don't we have a poll of Vietnam veterans for Hanoi, Jane, and see what they think of her? I'm going to be nice and leave it at that. This is someone who, look, my father was a Vietnam veteran. I've gone to Vietnam veterans conventions for years. I've broadcast from them. I know a lot of these guys.
She was anti-Vietnam War.
She was a figure that literally cost American lives and blood. I would pick somebody better to consider politically savvy who's not a traitor.
The thing is, if she had just said, I want to have a body like Jane Fonda when I'm in my 70s, like, most women would say, yeah, me too. But when she added the political savvy part and named her somebody she wants to live like, then she crossed over into territory where people would criticize her. Mercedes?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, politically savvy. This is someone, the Vietnam War, we had 60,000 American troops that died, nearly 2,000 POWs. So why are you sitting there with the North Vietnamese with a helmet on your head, sitting there smiling and making these anti-war comments when you have POWs and all these thousands, tens of thousands of American troops that died? And, I mean, the quote that they said, she said that POWs are liars and hypocrites.
She's very alienating, Richard, to some Vietnam vets. Jane Fonda is. She came out and she starred in this movie, The Bachelor, right? And she got pushed back for portraying Nancy Reagan because some of these Vietnam vets who don't like her and others were like, why is she portraying Nancy Reagan? And she came out and said, I figured it would tweak the right. Who cares? And she's been quoted as calling American soldiers during the Vietnam War as war criminals. She told the veterans who were upset about that role in The Bachelor to get a life. I mean, the question is, should the First Lady be holding her up as a figure she admires?
Well, I think in the article, she also references Cicely Tyson, who's a, civil rights activist, Tony Award winner. And I really think what Michelle Obama is trying to say here is more so, listen, these are women that have a longevity in their career. They've learned how to navigate their business, whatever the market they're in. And they've done it well. But listen, you have to also understand that for a lot of times, outspoken women in the 60s, 70s, and 80s were always demonized in the patriarchal side of the
outspoken is one
on
thing.
both sides of the aisle.
Going to the enemy of the United States and calling American soldiers killers, the things that she did, and you look at the kill ratio in the weeks that followed Hanoi Jane's visit, go talk to the Vietnam veterans about this across America like I have for decades and see how they feel about it.
And they were
said,
POWs at the time,
what she said was she's politically savvy and someone, come on, really? Let's take her.
It's very controversial, only because I know, as you do, I hear from Vietnam vets all the time. Whenever we do a story on Jane Fonda, they are
I'm not saying
not fans
Jane
of hers.
Fonda. I don't think
All right, let's switch gears to something much more